eat so I can make your little thing. So I just wanted to come back on here real quick because I just had to. This blew my mind. Um, Jesus. So I just did my music ministry and Bible study where we went over Second Chronicles, um, chapter 31. So anyway, I went down in the hotel lobby to do it, right? Because my mom's asleep. She's still asleep right now. And so while I'm down there, a security officer, and you can see it in the video, walks up to me and is like, "Yeah, we just got a call, that you're disturbing and you got to leave. You can't be, you know, um, going live in the hospital, whatever." Like, and I'm just like, "Well, I'm just doing Bible study." She's like, "Well, she said, this is what she said. She said, I'm a believer in God too. I understand, but ma'am, it's just my job. And I was like, well, can I do it outside? And she was like, yeah, you can do it outside. So whoever that was that reported me, um, had the officer come over and kick me out the hospital. But I was just like, you know what? I'm still gonna do what God told me to do because God specifically told me to do the music ministry and Bible study at the hospital. So I go outside and I'm doing I'm going through it. I'm doing all that. I was probably outside for about an hour, maybe. Right. I come back in, and as I'm walking back into the hotel, I mean hospital. I don't know why I keep going hotel, hospital. The same officer who told me I had to leave was like, look how God works. She was like, that lady that reported you, right? To us, to and said that you were disturbing, you know, and she didn't feel comfortable because you was live streaming all that kind of stuff. She said, do you know that she just lost her job? They just walked her out. I'm like, what? She was like, it just happened. And I'm like, wow. I said, God ain't playing no games. And then one thing she was just like, people who, she said, only person who would have had a problem with you doing Bible study and had to be somebody who spirit ain't right no how. Anyway, before I could, she had me walked out or had me leave, walk me out. And before I even got finished with the Bible study and came back in, she got walked out and lost her job. I ain't playing this season. And I was saying that in the Bible study. I'm like, because, I always pray ahead of time before I do the Bible study so that I'm saying what I know God wants me to say and not just talking. God, people who come against you in this season, especially when you're somebody that's doing God's will, these evil spirit, whatever that's out here, God ain't playing no games. And his wrath is coming quick. That lady, I was not hurting nobody. I was sitting in the corner. Maybe I don't know if I was too loud or what. I don't know. I wasn't hurt nobody. But that woman had me walked out. And before I could get back inside, she lost her job and got walked out. God ain't playing. This is this. I just had said that too. I'm just like, whoever come up against you, don't even worry about because God gonna deal with them. You ain't gotta do nothing. You ain't gotta revenge. You ain't gotta be like, I'm gonna get them back. All kind of stuff. Honey, can't nobody get you back like God. God's wrath will humble you to your knees. You can't play with God. So I just wanted to say that. Listen, be obedient to whatever God is saying. And don't worry about the haters and the people, that the enemy has sent out to try to steal, kill, and destroy because God said, I got this. This battle ain't yours. This battle belong to me. Let me tell you, spiritual warfare is real. I don't care what nobody say. That's why when I released that song, Whatever We Ask, and the first time I released it, immediately the little evil spirits was like, why are you doing that? I mean, they came for me. They came for me. They just came, immediately started, throwing darts at my music and this and the other, just really trying to break down my spirit. But I know what God told me. And so that lady, when she came and said that my music touched her, I know what God told me, but the enemy is out here. He don't want us to be spreading God's word. He don't want us to be encouraging people to pray. He don't want us to be encouraging people to have faith. He'd rather have everybody depressed and upset and killing each other and doing the most and all that kind of stuff. But God, greater is He that's in us than He's in the world. And God said, this battle don't belong to you. It belongs to Him. So you just be obedient and do what God told you to do. Don't worry about the enemy. God gonna handle them. That lady got walked out. That's deep. Anyway, I just wanted to share. I can't believe it. I'm like, I've never, because I remember, like, you know, asking God, like, show me signs that this is your will. Like, what I'm doing is your will. I'm just talking about all that kind of stuff. I just be flowing. I just be talking. But he showed immediate signs that that was his will. Because not only was there a lady on there who she stayed on the whole time I was live, and she said that she had been down on her knees praying, just going through the most her emotions. She picked up the phone, and there I was, and I was speaking to her spirit. There ain't nothing but God speaking through me to her. But then here you come with the enemy. The enemy coming trying to steal, kill, and destroy. So he's trying to stop what God told me to do. He wanted me to cut off the camera, but no, because he didn't want that lady or whoever came by that live to be touched or healed or helped or whatever. But the enemy is a liar. And God handled that person immediately. That person lost their job before I could even get back in the hotel. That security guard said she got walked out not a long time later. They better stop messing with God's children. I don't know what to say. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that because that was weak. That was wow. That was like wow. The enemy may come, but we're in the fourth quarter. The MVP player is on the ground, and he ain't playing no games. We taking this all the way to the Super Bowl. This year is going to end in a way that you're going to know that God stepped in. And whatever way you've been praying, however you've been playing, and whatever tactics of the enemy, they not gonna be nothing. They like he should have did what he was gonna do the first 3 quarters, because now we're in the fourth quarter, and now God ain't playing no games, and he just showed it proof through my live. He just showed like, hey, we ain't playing no games. So whatever God is telling you to do in this season, do it. Be obedient. Whatever he's telling you to bless, wherever he's telling you to go, whatever assignment, whatever he's telling you. If you a destiny helper for somebody, do that. You know, God ain't playing no games. And he is confirming his word instantly. Peace and love, y'all.